Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are on the Talent Insights couch. My name is Polly Mwangi. We have a guest and the theme of today's interview is to talk about how you can change a career even after studying and starting off in that particular career. And I'm doing this because of a few people that have approached me and they are telling me they feel stuck in their career, in their current career, and would like to change. So my guest today will talk us through how she managed to study but then change after studying and qualifying. Honey, welcome to the Talent Insight Couch. I'm so excited to have you today. I would like you to introduce yourself and take us through a little bit of what you are currently doing, but you could take us through initially your studies, what you studied or what you qualified in before we get into the main interview.
Thank you so much, first of all, for having me here to be interviewed by you. So, I'm very excited as well. So, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Berhe. I'm based in Ethiopia, and I have studied, for my educational background, I have studied medicine, and I have graduated from a medical college. And then after graduation, I have started my master's to be graduated this year. And then when I proceed to my professional career growth, I started as a digital sales and marketing officer in a local export company for coffee. And then I have moved to an international company where I started as a support officer, and now I'm the HR coordinator for Kenya, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. So this is my past.
Okay, now, honey, you've taken us through your education, but what you did not tell my viewers is that you studied medicine. So take us through the journey of medicine and how it relates to your current position of HR coordinator. How did you study medicine and find yourself doing support work, administrative work?
Okay, so when I first started, when I first wanted to study medicine, it was solely my interest to be a doctor, and as well as we know in Africa, our parents want us to be either a doctor or a pilot. So due to that, I think due to that push, I wanted to become a doctor. So I have wanted to join the medical world. So I joined medicine, and I have learned for almost 7 years because of COVID. In between, it was lagged. So I have studied 7 years in medicine, and when I was doing my internship, it was it wasn't as much as I expected to be. So, and I started getting drawn into the business industry and the business world. So I started making my research and everything. So once I graduated, one of my colleague on internship, he recommended me to this local company which works in the coffee industry. So I get to go there and interview and get the job. So across that path, what intrigued me was to start as a junior position, even if most people think being a doctor is much way higher, and nobody can start from from below. So for me, it was all about the exposure, the experience that I get, and the new things that I wanted to learn. I think that was what triggered me to start from the bottom and become what I'm now.
Now tell me, we find being called a doctor very cool. How then would you leave such a cool profession, according to everybody, to come and be now a junior administrator? How did that feel? Tell me how it felt to now come out there. You've been called a doctor I'm sure when you are an intern, every other patient obviously saw you as a medical doctor who you are. How was it when then you came out here? You are an administrative support officer. How did it feel when you are a medical doctor, but you are being ordered around, being told to do certain things, and how did it feel?
Yeah, to be honest, like I think from my perspective, like yeah, I know a lot of people like being called doctor, and they think like being a doctor is some special way of being there. I know it is, but for me, like at the end of the day, it depends on my interest. So if it's all about like pursuing what my goal is, like for me starting from below and like being ordered and seeing to learn, getting to learn new things and pursuing my dreams, it's nothing. So like for me, I always focus on the challenge, on getting to learn new things and as well as grow both personally and professionally. So when I started like as an admin junior support officer, like for me, I saw it as an opportunity or a challenge for myself to prove that I can do anything. Being a doctor, like it doesn't mean like we know about everything and we can do like everything. So like for me, it was just like one of my learning phases. So it was an amazing opportunity and it got me where I am now. So like, yeah.
Okay, talk about learning. I've worked with Hani, and she's a continuous learner, and she loves to ask questions. So a bit of what we can learn from her. I love calling her doctor. A bit of what we can learn from her is that we don't know everything, and she has said it. We must allow ourselves to learn. But again, don't be stuck in a career because you spent many years studying. Probably you studied for your parents. I think that's what she won't tell us because the mom will see this interview. But I think part of why she studied is because the mother thought she would be very cool as a medical doctor. But again, she now loves what she's doing. And it would be very, very sad for you to wake up every day to go to work on a job or a career that you do not like. That's why I brought this interview so we can work with somebody who has done it. A practical example of somebody who has spent 7 years studying medicine, has done internship, has graduated, and could work in any hospital as a medical doctor, but is here now learning to be a HR coordinator. So I want us to talk about your current career and what you see yourself doing. So what are the things that you are doing to make you now succeed in your current career? Are there certain subjects you are working on? Are you working with a coach? Are you working with a mentor? Take us through that so that we see how did you then turn from the medical field now into administration, into HR. Are there things that you did in medicine that are helping you in your current space?
Okay. So like for me, like medicine and HR are very related because I came from medicine, in which that's where like I can get to interact with people, understand their feelings, and like even if it's like about prescribing, like treating them. For HR, it's the same thing as like I'm trying to understand my employees and then like giving them solution for whatever questions that they have. So it's all about like connecting with people. So that relates really well with medicine as well as like the HR. Mm-hmm. So for your second question about what I'm doing currently for my like for my position now, like I'm trying to participate in different types of training for my career development and as well as for my personal development as well, and as well as there are a lot of mentors, like even if like mostly people say like you have one mentor, but for me like throughout my career path I have a lot of like mentors that guided me throughout like this career path for the past 3 years. So like one of them was like my first manager who showed me like that I can do anything if I'm put there, and as well as you yourself, like who brought me into HR and that showed me like what HR means, and then how I can like progress in my career. And as well as like my current like boss, who's the HR director, who's helping me out like whenever I'm facing like any issues, like if I have like in the work or in the personal life, like that's what's going on. So you three people, you're like pushing me still now, like you being here and like interviewing me because you see potential in me, and also like allowing me to be like very confident is something for me. So like these are the people that are helping me through my career path.
Okay, good. And I'm glad that you took part of my advice very seriously. Viewers, I have talked to Hani quite a bit as she got into this space of HR. I knew there was something about her, and I kept encouraging her. The beauty about her is that she's willing to try new things. And if you give her an assignment as a supervisor, she keeps talking to you. She will keep asking you questions. So she will do your work very well, but it's based on the questions that she will ask. So my advice to you is don't get stuck in one career. If you don't find it interesting or you are not happy there, think through what other thing can you do. But like you had her, you must work probably with a coach, with some mentors, and people who will keep guiding you so that you succeed in your career. Now, my other question is, where do you see yourself going probably in the next few years? What space in the HR profession do you see yourself fitting? Have you tried to check probably where you could use your medical doctor training more within the HR space?
Okay, so so for me, like I think I would see like myself growing into becoming like an HR director of a company. So I'm working towards that. But in terms of like the HR activities, that I'm very interested in the training and development program. And as well as I'm also interested in the recruitment, because like I get to meet a lot of people and understand more of like the younger generation, and which like who wants to grow and like become successful. So for me, like I would work more on the recruitment and the training and development for like allowing the employees as well as the other like outside the company, like the younger generation who's trying to find like employment and so on. So like I see myself there.
Okay, now I've been talking to Hane quite a bit, and my advice to you is you don't stop learning. If you are in a school and can't change your course, make sure you complete, because with no education or no training goes to waste. You heard her say that medical training, though it takes longer, if she had done a degree in human resource, it would have taken less time. But no training goes to waste. Whatever she learned in medicine, it's only that she won't prescribe within the HR space. But like she said, she can prescribe solutions to the many issues that people come with. Right now, in many HR spaces, we are dealing with mental health. So she will be in a better position to deal with cases of mental health than just a person that is trained in basic HR. So I keep encouraging her to probably look at employee wellness, and those are areas that she would thrive in, because she has a bit of know-how in terms of looking at patients and prescribing for them. I'm not telling her to prescribe to her staff in the office, but at least she'll be in a position to deal with them a little bit better. Now, I would like you to talk to a young person out here. You see, when I keep telling them that you can do anything that you put your mind to, talk to a young person who is probably who feels stuck, or maybe they haven't started a career, and they got admitted to certain programs, and they are unhappy. They do not want to go to school. They can't change their programs. What would you advise them to do?
Okay, for me, like I'm just gonna base myself as an example, and like I would say like grab onto any opportunity that comes your way. It's not about choosing what to do or like what to get. It's about like what you want to what you want to be like in the future. So like if you start from the bottom, then you'll get to achieve that, because in the process of learning, like you'll see yourself developing and growing in that aspect. And then the other thing is like all about being courageous and like self-aware, like about where you want to be. Once you figure out that and you're very courageous about it, and then like it's possible to do anything. So I hope every younger person like that's watching this interview, I hope this might be a great lesson, and then like follow their heart, trust the process, and then go for it.
Good. You had it. You just need to know what you want to become in the future. Trust the process. You could start lower, but with time, with hard work, with continuous learning, you could become anything that you want to be. So for those people that have been asking me about changing a career, you've heard Honey. She changed from a medical doctor into the HR space. And she wasn't always a HR coordinator. She did administrative support. In fact, the things that she didn't say here, she almost started as an administrative assistant. I could see her being sent around to do a few things, almost messagerial stuff. But I can assure you, she knew what she wanted. And she had people she used to consult. So when you are stuck, don't get stuck alone. Look for somebody you can talk to, somebody that has your interest at heart. And that's where mentorship and coaching comes in. So don't get stuck. Choose what you want to do in life and work towards it. Be a continuous learner. Make sure you are always learning. And that which you want, you will achieve it if you put your mind to it. Thank you so much, Honey, for coming to the Talent Insights Couch. We are honored to have you. I'm actually very honored to have had the first medical doctor on the couch. Thank you, and I wish you success as you try to develop into that HR director that you wish to become. And having worked with you, I know you will become that HR director. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Polly, as well. Like, thank you for having me here, and you're such a great and inspiration for me as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this interview. If you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more interviews and videos such as this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Polly.